None of the people that I used to train with are here anymore. That is as the martial arts are. What makes master, fourth down, and all of that happy hoo-ha so special, so few people get it. So few people stick it out. Therefore, you guys are a resource that doesn't exist very much. The longevity of what you've done and what you are doing, it's priceless. It really is priceless. Because as I've said before, there's no rushing the process. You just can't, you just can't become a fifth Dan in 5 years. You can't. I don't care how much you train. It is the decades of it. And I think you'll probably all agree with me is as you get older martial art wise, like a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, you really develop much deeper understanding. You really do. Kyosanin, your little contribution is teaching people how to break their toes. Well, but we all know what it's like to hurt ourselves and continue to train in spite of being hurt, right?
Yes, sir.
But you're young. You're really young. And you've been training a long time. And so you will be able to connect with the teens and the younglings in a way that old fogies like Master Sheridan and I just can't, or don't, or won't. I don't know. Fill in the blank. I have a question for you before I.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Oh, you go ahead first. I already lied.
Yeah, well, this is really for the juniors. So for the junior Bodons tested here today, you also have been prepping for the past 5 months approximately. You've been training at the school for the past 4 to 5 years or so. You've got a lot of kids out there. You've got a lot of students that are not yet black belts. All right. What's one piece of advice after all you've experienced over the past few months and your past few years of training? What's one piece of advice that you would give to those people that are looking forward to testing one day for black belt? And anyone can chime in. Go ahead.
Keep pushing and
Louder.
despite anything, keep persevering.
Keep pushing. Good. Yes, you.
It's not as hard as you might think at first.
What else? Katie? Elaine? Giovanni?
As long as you put the work in, you'll get what you want, and you get where you want to be.
Isn't that true about everything, huh?
Yes, sir.
Put the work in. Boy, I could go off on that one. So it feels like these days people want the prize, but they don't want to put the work in. Grandmaster Lee was having a heart-to-heart with me once about the future of the martial arts. And he thought the future of the martial arts was dismal because people as a culture don't want to work for it anymore. They just want the gold ring, you know, show up or something. And I was much younger rank, when we were talking about this, probably second, third dan. And I didn't believe him. And I kind of argued with him a little bit. And at this ripe old age of seventh dan, I now know that he's wrong. Martial arts has always been, how do you say it? Well, a small demographic. Few people ever try it, few people stick with it. But I believe there will always be those who walk through the door, stay with it, and are there to
Discipline, sir.
carry on the tradition. Carry on the tradition.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. U5, what's the most important part of the test? Don't say the end. What's the most important part of a test?
Coming in with a positive attitude and ready for whatever is to be thrown at you with poised knees.
Okay. But not what I'm looking for.
Everything before.
Say it loud.
Everything before the test.
Like what?
Going on class, getting involved, helping the community. No one wants you more to teach you that you're giving back.
It's the prep. I mean, you guys have been prepping yourselves for months to get ready for this, and I will say that you have grown more in the last 6 months, I don't know, 9 months, than you probably have in the last couple of years.
Sure.
You've grown, certainly, but it was an accelerated growth.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And that's what the test is supposed to be about. Another one for you guys.
Grandmaster Lee, sir.
That's not happening, this question.
You told me it's wrong.
Not yet. It's about to leak over.
With the code of conduct and the black belt excellence plan, and tenants kind of want to go. What's the most important part of all of it? Wait. Think about that for a second. What's the most important part of all of it? So we're gonna go rapid fire, because I don't want you copying each other. Oh, God. Ready? Set. Oh, yeah, let's, yeah, go,
Give it back to the community, sir.
go.
Not just knowing it, but living by it. Not just knowing it, but living by it.
See, she got it. We got
She
it all.
got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it. It's living by it. Every day. Embodying it. And if you do that, you don't have to walk around preaching. You're a role model. All the time. All the time. Any other questions? Oh, shoot.
This is for you three ladies. Not, you've not just one for masters, we also want ladies masters. What does that mean to you? You come and do that. To be a woman master.
As a woman becoming a master.
As a woman become a master, what it means to me is that it's now being the role model, like I said before, to the future generation of female martial artists, to build the body of female masters to come up to become us. The more I would love to see more
there's been a lot of changes in just the last 60 years. I would say for everybody, especially the women. What else needs to change? What else needs to change? And, you know, when in my upper women's class, I had all the guys together, we talked about what we need to do to help that change, and how we need to speak up when people are being
As a man, our job is to be able to be quiet.
like that. You guys have any questions for us? Oh,
Well, I was actually going to ask the testing candidates, or the mainly the other ones.
go ahead.
What has kept you guys trained at the academy for so long? Obviously, you know, the community and the culture, but what has kept you guys here this long?
Good question. The marketing team wants to know the answer to that.
What's kept me here for so long is that I struggled a lot growing up in school. I got bullied a lot, physically, verbally, mentally. I have a lot of learning disabilities that I got bullied on for. My parents signed me up here to help me, and it's changed my life for the better. If it wasn't for this community, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Just being inspired by these guys, just watching all of my instructors and looking at them and just being like, I want to be the bigger version of them. I want to go out there and I want to inspire all you guys to be just like us. Because it took a lot for me to get where I am. Dr. Sawyer. Said I was never going to be a proud premier and public speaker. You got to take it day by day. And this is basically me saying that I can do it. Yes. I want you, what I've gone through and all the things that I've struggled with to get to where I am, I want you guys to have that kind of power. When you're struggling, use that struggle to keep pushing because it's going to use the negativity as a motivator and do better.
And I wonder, you know, and that's your history is your special gift. And now, what can we do as a school, as a community, to help you get out there and talk to the people that are like you now,
So
that don't know what to do?
So I've gone and spoke at the state capitol and I've talked about my martial arts in my career and how it's helped me with my learning disabilities. I've spoken in front of Ted Kennedy Jr. I've gotten to do it several times. I've spoken on the board at MCC for the learning disabilities program to help inspire these kids coming in and to show them that it is possible with all that you have and all the struggle that you have mentally to keep pushing and to keep going. Don't let people tell you that you can't do it. Because you can do it. It might take you some time, but you can do it.
So like you said, I have experience at different schools. I did not go through the ranks here. So
things that I always look for in a school is how many female students does a martial arts school retain. It's a very important thing. It speaks a lot about the culture and about what is important to them, right? Because if you have a lot of ego in the way, if it's just ground and pound, you're not going to retain your female students. So one thing that I would say that has kept me at the academy is the community. What's important to us as a school, where it's everybody achieves and we all work together as a community to achieve together. When I moved to DC, I could not find that. I trained on and off at so many different places and I could not find it. So when we moved back, I told my husband, 30 minutes from this point. It wasn't about a jog, it was 30 minutes from the academy break. That's what I gave him. For a house, to buy a house, can we move back? It has to be 30
And how
minutes.
many miles did you
You can fucking 30 minutes. But, so, for those of you who haven't been at a different school or haven't experienced different martial arts outside the academy, I would say you don't know how lucky you are to have this community and this school. And that's why Mr. Johnson and I continue to train here. And no matter what happens to the staff, it's an amazing, amazing place that I cannot very hard to be very lucky to be part of.
One thing, as he asked the question, if it wasn't for my graduation speech at high school, Mr. Johnson wouldn't be here. And his sister would have never started here. If it wasn't for my graduation speech on the martial arts and how it inspired me.
If y'all never know, you never know what little thing that you do can completely alter somebody else's. It's not, it's almost never big stuff. It's the little things. And I've just seen that over and over and over. Somebody? You want something?
It's what keeps me here. Every single
You
one of
get locked into that, you know it.
I have a very simple answer, but it's very complicated. But my answer is you. Every single one of you. When you come in day after day and you work hard and you make a mistake and you do better, it's every single one of you. It's every single person sitting on this board has had a hand at helping to be a better person, helping to be a better instructor, helping to be a better student. Every single one of you on the board and every single one of you sitting here with me is the reason I come here. Kevin, you're the reason I'm here.
You know, it is easy. It is easy to forget that, I don't know how to say this, that we, don't mean to really throw me in there, but y'all inspired me. You all inspired me. And you all inspired me. Cadence, believe it or not, there are young ladies in class that look up to me. Elaine, same thing. Fatima, same thing. Jay, Ani, all of, there are people where you enrich their lives and you are giving them something that is going to serve them forever, the rest of their lives. Well, two instructors over there, same thing. You inspire people just by being here. Forget about all the work we do as you and parking edges that we do, and push-ups, you know, all that. But it's for that. I don't know if you get the impact that you most certainly have on the people around you. Because, I mean, for God's sakes, you started martial arts in the middle of COVID
Yes.
online.
That is right.
And you're still
And you
here.
stuck with it. And
I
you're
would have gone running.
We were online.
timeline was horrible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's not get carried away with that. I did the best I could.
It's just not the same.
It's not the same. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. Yeah.
Can I say one thing for juniors?
Of course.
So juniors, like Master Walter is saying, a lot of the students look up to you. For example, Mr. DeJesus got his award, I believe it was last year for was it most improved adult student. Yeah, he received an award. I forgot which one it was, but he told me, went over to Matt and congratulated him. He goes, you know, Mr. Johnson, if it weren't for people like you, who I look up to, I wouldn't have been able to grant this. So thank you. And I honestly, as weird as it sounds, I took it to heart. I really did, because I never knew the impact I had on Mr. DeJesus coming up through the ranks. I mean, I would always talk with him and joke around with him. You know, how's school? How's not the wife and kids, but I always ask him how he's doing. It never occurred to me that honestly the impact that I had on him. So by you reaching out to the lower ranks, especially the younger students, you don't realize how big of an impact it'll have on them. So I want to say thank you, Mr. DeJesus.
Don't take for granted what your being here does for others. Don't ever take it for granted. That's what I was trying to say before. Oh, you come to train, oh, we're training again. Oh God, we're doing more rolls. Oh God, we're doing more falls. Oh God, he's talking again. Wow. But just don't take it for granted. It's special. It really, really is.
There's a whole booster of inspiration for all of the students out there.
There really is. They all hand vote.
They all wrote inspirational sayings
Oh, yeah, yeah.
for all of you guys.
Yeah, you gotta take a minute to leave that up. You gotta take some time to see that. Okay, so family, audience, friends, everybody, thank you all for coming and supporting them, watching them. Family, you've supported them for 20 years, 5 years, doesn't matter how long it was, it's just the fact that you did it. Okay? And y'all, okay. Thank you all for working as hard as you do, and training as hard, and for putting everything into this test that you did. Promotion ceremony is a week from Wednesday.
If
Oh, if you're passed. Yeah, the promotion ceremony, somebody's gonna pass. But
How do we know
you show up.
Answer your phone for next 2 weeks.
The joke is, well, actually, it's not a joke. If you don't pass, we will definitely let you know so that you don't walk into the promotion ceremony being all excited and then let you down like a rock. So the joke is, don't answer your phone for the next 2 weeks. But,
don't ever ask if you passed or not. Show patience. No news is good news.
that's right.
Let's just-
All right. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
Show up and train just as hard as you have been.
You know,
Yes,
sir. When we're done, let's get some quick pictures taken care of.
Yes, sir.
And there was something else. Yeah, take your boards for bricks, home,
Yeah, I'll pull my truck.
boards and bricks. And also, if you guys would lend a hand getting the tables away and
Yes, sir.
the tablecloths and all this stuff. All right? That's good.
Space quiet. Julia! 다음 그녀. Please scream out the wall. Julia! 당신의 그녀.
Face the board, Chudia. Kunye.
One more thing, sorry. Just want to point out Master McKinney, because what about this have you been to here? Couple?
Here.
When they come over the 8-minute break. Well, he's I met Master McKinney when I first started training in Hoppito and West Hartford. And we became good friends along with Mike Romano, and training for years and all that kind of fun stuff. But Master McKinney is now here at the school in our Hoppito program, and he's helping to, he's training and teaching and all that, and I feel very lucky having him here. And also adapting or adopting our culture, because it's different.
Yes,
It's
it is.
hard. What's that?
I said, oh, yes, it is.
Oh yeah. It's different. It's hard. So I appreciate all the work you do.
Thank you. And, it's okay. I'd just like to thank everyone here for taking me. I had a 15-year gap in training, like those events, and I knew I always missed it. And it's great to come back and be
Sir.
welcome. I appreciate it.
We already did.
Face the black belt.
Jenny, what you going on, run?
Like 9 of them up there. Here, B, bring a chair closer.
Mr. Johnson, Mr. Kraus, can you guys get some mats for the chairs, please? Sir!